Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Daily Angel Guidance Message. I'm Ramona Remisat, intuitive guidance coach, angel therapy practitioner, co-author, and speaker. And I'm here to teach you how to access, understand, and trust your inner guidance so that you can stop going outside of yourself for answers. Wouldn't that be nice? Woo! So, still a cold. We do have snow on the ground, but it's supposed to be gone by the end of the week. But yeah, I'm in my woolies this morning. Couple quick things before I get into the daily angel guidance message for today. It is today the live stream takeaway tip Tuesday, happening today with my very special guest expert, Amy Scott Grant. We are going to shed the light on how to get clear, accurate, and reliable answers to your burning questions by using a pendulum. So that's happening right here on this page at 1:30 Eastern Time today. That's 11:30 Mountain, 10:30 Pacific. You are not going to want to miss this because not only are you going to learn a ton, but you'll be entertained, and Amy has something very special as an extra for everybody who's watching today live or who catches the replay in the 24 hours following our broadcast today. So definitely mark your calendar, get on here at 1:30 today. That's going to be very exciting. So lastly, that's Amy Scott Grant and I here right on this page, 1:30 Eastern today, 11:30 Mountain, teaching you how to get clear, accurate, reliable answers using a pendulum. So now let's get into today's message. And today we're talking about food, guys. Food. The dietary change card is coming up. Now, some of you moan and groan when you hear about making a dietary change. Some of you are already feeling that intuitive nudge. It's like, yeah, you know what? I've kind of been feeling like I need to maybe get off of eating, dairy for a while, or maybe I need to stop drinking so much diet soda, or maybe I'm ready to let go of coffee, right? Those kinds of things. So if you're already feeling that nudge, this is confirmation that guess where that nudge was coming from, right? And a lot of people, get into this thing of when they, are nudged to make a dietary change, they feel like, oh, well, it must be because, my angels see that it's going to be good for me, it's healthy, and it's better for me physically. Yes, that is true, but what I want to share with you, what most people don't realize is often when you get the nudge to make dietary changes, and that includes the beverages you consume as well, it's actually because they want to communicate better with you. And when we ingest certain foods and beverages, it really impedes our ability to get clear and accurate guidance. Right? What happens is certain foods, they kind of create like a film around our third eye chakra, which is how we receive information. And so when that happens, we are kind of getting the message, but it's almost like trying to talk to somebody on a cell phone with a very staticky connection, right? You get bits and pieces, but you don't get it fully. So if you want to have that really strong connection and kind of get guidance in almost high definition, if you will, it's important to be noticing what foods and beverages you're ingesting, and I'm not saying you have to, completely cut out things, but maybe it is time to look at that and scale back, or find a substitute for certain things, right? So think about that, feel how that feels to you. If you've already been getting a nudge to maybe get off of something for a while, like I said, experiment, do it for maybe 2-3 weeks, a month if you can, to really get a sense of what that means. Years ago, I did this exact same thing. I was feeling guided to make a change. I didn't really know what it looked like. And it just so happened my chiropractor was doing a raw diet challenge for a month, and I signed up. And I didn't even know what the hell I was signing up for, to be honest. And then I got home and I thought, okay, what am I going to eat for the next month? And I found a holistic nutritionist. You guys, if you've never heard of Yuri Elkaim, look him up. He's great. And I followed his Eating for Energy program. I did it for 1 month, very hardcore. And lo and behold, so many wonderful things occurred. Not only did I have energy through the roof, I felt amazing, I slept great, all of that. But what really opened my eyes was that, oh my gosh, this my ability to really get the guidance was off the charts. It was so clear. And the other offshoot from that was, in the process of following that raw diet, I healed my frozen shoulder, which was amazing, because I didn't even go into the raw diet challenge thinking that was going to have anything to do with it. I was doing physio and I was doing my exercises, but yeah, it was the diet. And all of a sudden I was like, oh my God, my shoulder, I can move. Like, it was unbelievable. So if you're getting the nudge to make a dietary change, like I said, test it out, go for it, do it for a while, and just notice what happens. But most importantly, notice, are you tapping in better to guidance? Are you receiving it more clearly, right? Because that is usually why they're sending you this message. So they want to communicate with you, but you're kind of like, it's like they're talking to you and you have cotton balls stuck in your ears, right? You want to remove that so you can hear it clearly. The other thing they're saying about this dietary change thing is, and this is really important, guys, there's so much information out there. It's so easy to be overwhelmed, to not know what to do. Your doctor might be telling you something, your naturopath might be telling you something, your friends are telling you something, health coaches are telling you one thing, the internet is telling you one thing. It's like magazine articles, and it's everywhere. Eat this, don't eat that, do this, don't do that. Here's what I want to say. It's great to go to outside sources to get some information, but at the end of the day, you have to make your own decisions. So take what you've learned, run it through your own filters, and sit with it. And ask your own body, what do you want? Body, what do you want? What do you need? And listen to that first and foremost. Don't be running outside of yourself and just blindly trusting everybody else's advice and information. You have to listen to your own self. This was also a huge lesson for me that I've learned recently after having a health issue. And finally, I had enough. I just said, body, what do you want? And I got very clear guidance that it needed a reset. And that's what I did. I stopped taking everything. I don't take any vitamins. I don't take any supplements. I'm not taking fish oil. I'm not taking probiotics. I'm not taking any of that stuff. And all of the mystery symptoms I was having that no doctor could figure out disappeared. And my energy is amazing. I feel like a brand new person. So it came because I listened to myself and I stopped listening to what everybody else was saying. Okay, so that's just also something that they want to share with you here, is when it comes to dietary changes, make sure you're making them for the right reasons, not just because somebody said so. Okay, so that's the other thing. So that's it for today. Make sure you get back here at 1:30 Eastern, 11:30 Mountain, or 10:30 Pacific for today's very special episode of Takeaway Tip Tuesday. We're going to talk about how to get clear, accurate, and reliable answers to your burning questions by using a pendulum. You will have access to Amy Scott Grant, who's the author of this book, Pendulum Mojo. She's going to be right here, and she's going to be available to you to ask her your questions. So don't miss out on this opportunity and share this out. If you know somebody else that's interested in this topic, get them on here. If you can't watch live, you can watch the replay, but you just won't have the ability to ask questions. So it's much better if you can be here live, okay? Today, 1:30 Eastern, 11:30 Mountain, 10:30 Pacific, and we're going to demystify all the cool things you can use a pendulum for. You can use it for knowing if somebody's telling you the truth, how to know what foods and things to consume. It really ties in with today's angel message. How to tell about food sensitivities and allergies, how to know how to price your products and services if you have your own business. There's no, the sky is the limit basically on what you can use a pendulum for. It is the coolest tool, but you have to know how to use it effectively and correctly. So that's what we're going to talk about. All right, so I have to go and get myself ready for for that. Choking on my own spit today. Isn't that great? So make sure you're here for that, and we'll see you a little later. Have a great day.